how to use it though.
You just look at it.
Yeah,
and
you don't need to know how.
You can click on the nodes and like see who propped what and how many times they passed around node 2. It usually gets to 9 or 10.
How do I save it after it's done?
There's a file that I can tell you which one to copy.
Yeah. We are live.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna deafen, guys, but like I really need an agent game. If I'm not agent, it's gonna be a very, very bad game to watch. Okay.
I mean, as long as it's entertaining, we'll be happy.
It's not gonna be entertaining from my perspective. If I'm a hacker.
I mean,
do I add everyone telling you to check out your stream?
Sure.
No, please don't. Please don't, dude.
Usually that doesn't happen.
I should have waited till you were deafened.
I mean, people already check in anyway, so like they will step in eventually and start watching. But it hasn't been as popping as it was on like the first 2 games. I think everybody was like, yeah, these tournament games are kind of ass. So like, we don't want to watch them for an hour long.
If I don't advertise it, apparently it just never happens.
I think I gotta advertise it somewhere. I don't know which channel.
You gotta drop it in. Yeah, you gotta show them. Just chill in there.
No, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Dude, what's the point of having this power if I can't abuse it?
Damn, they started the game already. I almost didn't have my blocker up.
Did they actually? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the game's starting. Blockers up, predictions on, 30 minutes. Let's go.
Wait, you're using blockers? Am I supposed to not say that?
Yeah, it's an agent. We're watching agent POV always.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I see.
We get the benefit of always seeing agent POV on the stream.
I see.
Yeah.
If you're a pro like me, you actually don't watch. You only watch the stream and not Discord.
Oh, there you go. Then you really.
I'm only here to
spoil
talk. I'm not here to lurk. Our agent's going to win.
Wait, Kane, how do I predict more channel points?
You have to have more.
I have.
Get more to predict more. And so far, the running bet for all the streams have been no. No is always one. And so far, that's a good prediction right there. I see a no prediction there.
We've never seen an agent win.
Not on stream. Well, I didn't stream that game.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
the redo that got the double hack. I didn't stream it because I wanted to sleep instead. I figured it was gonna have to be redone again, but I'm kind of sad that I chose to not go because that would have been wild.
And surprisingly, Phil is no one to bet against, which means he wins.
Yeah, I know.
So he just wins.
I could either lose my money to the void or my channel point to the void, or I could gain nothing.
I mean, I could demod Asoy and he could bet against you if he wants.
With his like 10k channel points, no thank you.
I'm too invested in this. I've got pace throwing.
You'll get a lot though if he's wrong.
I've got pace throwing node 2 and 3 and then winning node 5, so you know I got a lot riding on this game.
I've got pace throwing node 1, node 2, and node 3.
Man.
If there was a predictor for is pace going to throw, I would say yes.
Oh yeah.
Wait, why did he just say hello? Is that the first time he's talked? I have not been looking at chat.
Yeah, I've been looking at stuff.
I'm thinking about just dropping an at everyone though. Not gonna lie.
Hey, you do you.
I don't know where to do it. Fuck it. Need some food.
I thought about getting food before, but then I ran out of time.
Yeah, then they went and instantly started the game at 9 o'clock like they were supposed to. What the heck? Are they... Come on, guys.
The last game started right on time too. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I wish I would have started earlier because I'm really fucking tired.
Oof.
So I guess that's what I get for... It's 2 AM, but I stayed up and watched.
It's only 2 AM? This is some... Come on, man.
Gaming hours
I was
right
up
there,
until 6:30 AM yesterday watching UFC. Totally worth it, but it's fucked my sleep schedule. Plus, I went out with my doctor today and got wet because it rained.
You went out with your doctor on Valentine's Day? Jeez.
Yeah, I went out with my doctor.
That's
like a dream right
everyone's-
there, right?
like, yeah, I was gonna say that's like
Yeah.
everyone's fantasy, dude.
I don't know how you get. I don't know how you get Doctor from Dog, but okay, great.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you're into your dog, that's cool, man. It's all good.
no judgments.
That's also some people's fantasy.
Well, that was my news today. It rained for the first time. It didn't snow. It just rained.
Doesn't it always
And
rain?
it was warm.
What do we think about the game, though? I haven't really been paying attention.
Oh, I usually don't until Node 1 goes through, because, like, Node 1's all bullshit in these games, really. Like, everybody just wants to talk and figure out hackers before any info's on the board, and it's just like, you can't do that. You're not gonna get anywhere, and you're just gonna stub your toe later on in the game
It's
by
great. It's like
remembering
a whole
this.
bunch of hypotheticals.
Yeah, yeah.
What
It's
do you
like,
think actually happened?
oh, you said 2
Although
lines,
if
I
any-
think you're a hacker.
Although, if anyone is going to get Node 1, Node 2 secure, I think it will be Pace off of Node 1 reads. Just because he can do that.
Yeah, true.
You saying he's going to debunk my myth that he's going to throw
I haven't,
2 and 3 and then win no time?
he hasn't done his normal
Sometimes he
strat,
throws.
though.
And sometimes he's just really good at Agent. It's all about the vibes. I'm not here to have fun.
Rachel, true gamer right there. Nobody's here to have
Hannah-
fun
Hannah
playing this
believes.
game.
Pace is going to get triggered.
I'll get serious
Like,
as soon as N2 starts
soon as-
passes. What the fuck is that, Hannah? Like, you're not gonna get to know 2 if you pass, Hannah. It doesn't work that way. I know that you're doing it proper though. She did show Rachel and pass to Rachel, so I get it. But he better scroll down his chat. I swear to God.
Yeah, he
I
needs
swear
to.
to God, because he does that sometimes when I watch him.
He does it all the time.
All right, good.
Yeah, well, he just. Thank
Nice.
God. So it seems like Rachel was
Right.
accepting every prompt.
I'm going to be really disappointed if Rachel doesn't hack this one.
And all that just for some.
Just for meta.
Just for some meta prop.
Let's go meta slave Rachel. Meta hammer. We got meta boys in this game.
You know what they say, if you remove the M and put a B, you get beta.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know who says that, but
No, don't know.
that's not wrong.
I'm just sat here stating facts.
Let's see. This could be an easy hacked N1 game. Without Gabriel being in there, the chances are there's definitely a hacker in there.
So if that's true actually, yeah, 86% chance
Yeah.
if you're not in Node 1
Yeah,
that
if
there's a hacker.
There has to be. a
Actually, not
hacker in
86,
there.
it's like 83.
Like the odds of it being 2 agents when you're not in Node 1 are crazy. Like, and
There's
then
a
like
1 in 6 chance that you prop right for Node 2, just randomly, and it's the same odds.
Yeah, and the worst
for
part
Node 1
about
if
not
you're
being in Node 1 is that you want to usually go in with it, and then it's definitely hacked
Yeah.
and you know it's baited. But I mean, you already kind of knew that, so why do you want to run it?
Yeah, exactly. Even then, assuming Node 1 is baited, who would you think it is? Because I equally dislike Rachel and Kurt.
Yeah,
At least Rachel's consistent with her accepts.
she was always accepting when she was in, right?
Yeah.
And that's not bad to do. I don't know, I haven't really paid too much attention to either of them, so I don't like either one better than the other yet.
Imagine having
Oh my
Hannah,
gosh.
Carl, all wanting to go with Rachel, and then Rachel picks Kurt. Oh, the betrayal.
I mean, Rachel just showed their alphaness in the game. Not like alpha as in hacking, but alpha as in...
Yeah,
Their dominance.
No was clean.
No, that looks like a sheep from Carl, doesn't it?
No.
Carl?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Rachel seems agent.
Well, out of Hannah and Carl both trying to sheep Rachel, so to say, for Node 1, Carl is... the one-
Clearly, Hannah, Carl, and Rachel are all agents.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah. Makes it Kurt Gabriel as hackers. There we go, easy game. Let's put top 3 for Node 2. What are the chances are we confident Rachel gets no 2 hammerhead for continuity? Also fucking.
Damn, if Carl's agent, he's on the money.
Why is he accusing Hannah of being a hacker? We know top 3 is agents.
I mean, he's looking for teams though, so it's good that he's looking.
After node 1?
Yeah, that's when you start finding your teams, because information's already on the board. And the way people talk to each other is also another tell.
Gabriel's not going into this one.
But Hannah's propping Gabriel and Rachel.
Why does no one like continuity anymore?
I know what you mean, Ace. So I like just prop some stuff and make sure you prop agents. It's that it really is that simple. In a
It's
game like MINDNIGHT, all you gotta do is prop agents.
So it's almost like if someone proposes a green node, then maybe they should have another go at proposing again. You know?
Yeah, Josh thinks the same way. He usually likes to have the person who proposes to secure node 1 to secure node, or not secure, but propose node 2 as well.
Exactly. It's for continuity, and then you can then try and figure out if it's a double or a single, or if it's green for a reason.
Curl asks Carl's chat is sus.
You still haven't fixed the bug where it says you accept when you refuse.
Yeah, that'll be in the game until it dies.
Yeah.
They still haven't fixed the bug blank, and I would be like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But I gotta say, they definitely are more bug-free than DBD is, and DBD's been on the market longer.
Yeah, that's true. And also DBD has a higher budget.
Yeah.
Speaking of DVD, I played DVD for the first time today. Not
I'm
only.
sorry.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah, I saw
was
that.
like-
It popped up on my Steam. It was like, oh my god.
It's horrible.
Some sort of visual. Like I felt like I was Iron Man in the
that
like.
that meme.
Yeah, I felt like there was just so much on the HUD, and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
I think Lex posted that in meme land. It was like the new update be like, and it's just Iron Man looking at his HUD.
But it's not just the HUD. It's like they messed with survivor movement.
Yeah,
They
that
added,
too.
like, new
You
animations
can't
and
360. You stand
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
perfect posture, and it looks really weird on barbecue and chili. Like, seeing fuckers just standing still, like hella with perfect posture. It's like, dude, stop, creepy.
What's it called? I was on Hook, and 2 injured people started running at me to like try and save me, and they were like clutching their chest as if they were saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and then their head was tilted 90 degrees to the right. It was kind of creepy.
Nice.
Like I felt safer in the killer's arms than getting saved by those people.
Yeah, I don't know if you also notice the hitboxes are so broken right now too.
Oh my god! I thought I was.
It's insane. It's so
I would say-
gross.
Yeah, I would say 3 games in a row. I was hit around corners and like walls
Yep.
and stuff, and I was like, wow, these guys are lagging, but like no,
Yeah,
the
it's
game just sucks.
Yeah, and like over objects, like if they don't go up enough, you can hit people over objects. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Getting hit like over boxes or
Mhm.
over tree stumps.
Yeah, like waist high boxes, they can just hit you right
Yeah.
over it. Doesn't even have to reach you. It's so gross.
You get, as long as they can see your head, they can hit your head and damage. Yes. Headshot.
I feel like Pace is doing a good job of sheeping Kurt though. What's it called? As agent, I would say something that would like make another person mad or something, and then later on
Yeah.
they'd trust me just because like I went against the grain, and it's like basic sheeping stuff. But
Yeah,
It's
no,
funny to
it's
watch.
definitely good to poke people. I've always said you want to poke people and see how they respond.
yeah,
Because hackers definitely
lot of
respond
times-
different.
when Pace is hacker, a lot of times I like to say, Pace, you're such scum, I know you're hacker, or just something along the lines of him being hacker scum. And every time he talks, I'll say something like, shut up, hacker. And he'll like, it's just so funny watching him react to it, even if I don't know he's hacker or whatever.
You just got him trained to get a response out of him to get his roll.
This or right side? Bro, what are you trying to get a hack node for? We all know the agents
Yeah.
are top.
Yeah, top 3: Rachel, Carl, Hannah.
Yeah, man.
That's what
It's Hannah, Carl, and Rachel.
Carl was saying. It's Kurt, Gabriel, Hannah has the 3 hackers.
I think everyone. So I've seen Hannah prop Rachel, Gabriel, Hannah. I'm seeing Carl prop Rachel, Gabriel, Carl. I'm not sure what Kurt's propping, but it seems like everyone's. Well, I wouldn't say in agreement, but everyone likes Rachel and Gabriel.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Rachel has made it into every single prop.
And Gabriel's doing a good job. What's it called?
He's doing
Showing
a good job
that he's
poking
agent
people.
over Kurt.
Yeah.
Like, the way I see it right now, everyone thinks Rachel's agent. And then it's a 50-50 between Kurt and Gabriel and Carl and Hannah. So it's some sort of prop where, like, you won't see Kurt, Gabriel, Rachel, and you won't see Rachel, Carl, Hannah.
Yeah.
Until, like, maybe later on in the game you'll see those, but right now, things are different.
I'm going to be really disappointed if Rachel doesn't put top.
I always love when the thumb sneaks in there when people are trying to talk about N1 plus things. Plus 1.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's interesting to see, though. We've got 3 people outside of Node 1, so everyone outside of Node 1, propping Node 1 plus 2 instead of, like, Node 1 plus 1. So everyone thinks that Kurt bluffed for some reason. Which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like they've all written him off as a bluffer already.
Okay,
Yeah.
can
And he's only like
stop
talked to
saying-
Gabriel, really.
Can we stop using the term N1 plus 2?
Yeah, it doesn't make any
term?
sense.
It doesn't
actually
make
add up because
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
have
okay, I know
4
what you mean, I
people
know.
in Node 2 in a 5-man game. It's actually mathematically impossible. I hate to break it to everyone.
So we should start calling it Node 1 minus 1 plus 2. I see.
No, we should just
Say who you
or
want
simplify
in.
that to Node
1.
You don't.
1 from Node 1
Yeah,
and 2.
like we used to say before we stopped playing the game. You know, I noticed, Ace, why like when everybody of our generation stopped playing the game, things slowly changed, and not for the good. Like Rule 2, everybody thinks Rule 2 is if you've hacked a node before, you hack again, which doesn't make any sense because then you get 2 hackers detected. And then, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff too that's just wild, like the N1 plus 2, which mathematically just does not make sense.
Yeah, but it's just like lingo. Everyone knows what you mean when you say Node 1 plus 2.
No, it confused all of us when people started saying it. We're like, no,
Really?
you can't have 4 people in. It's
Okay, oh yeah,
impossible.
okay. I see.
I generally hate it as a concept because
Yeah.
actually it shouldn't make sense.
Like, I
But
felt
it
like
makes sense.
that only came around in 2019. And
Yeah.
like, when it started happening, I was like, you're just bad if you're saying this kind of stuff. Because, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you shouldn't be talking like that because you confuse people with it that don't know what the fuck you're saying because 4 people can't go into Node 2.
I'm from the 2020 generation, like start at January like 16th I started playing, and Node 1 plus 2 is all I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was born this way. I also started playing during a time where everyone thought you were a hacker if you propped Node 1 plus 1 for
Why
Node
is this not
because
top?
Node 1 was
Actually,
always
very
blocked,
disappointing.
and it was an easy frame.
Mm,
Those were always the excuses they gave for why they didn't like Node 1 plus 1.
Well, Hannah, you're not going to hack a node if you are a hacker, that's for sure. Are we going to get an easy game, though? Is this going to be agents? Because, like, Carl wanted this. Gabriel showed that this was something he wanted.
It says, except I'm bored.
Oh,
Too
one
good to be
hacker did that.
true.
You should get rid of the Francis thing on your stream, by the way.
Oh?
Oh, I see.
What do you
Why does
mean?
the- No, nothing. You had it
That was a
on
blocker.
before. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I realize it's a blocker, but I thought you just had the blocker on without a node going off.
No, because
But I
Hannah didn't
forgot there was a
accept, and you never know when it's going to happen, and if you're not quick enough, then you spoil things, so...
Yeah, I gotcha.
I always keep it when it's like one more person ready to accept or refuse the hammer. I get it up there just because I don't know when they're gonna fucking click their button because they want to take their sweet time.
Also, really, like, no one is really predicting against me.
I mean, that's because only
we're
mods are here. Nobody else is
Fuck that,
really
man.
really around, sadly.
I'll put another 80 on that.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
either
yeah,
losing it all or I'm gaining nothing.
we only have like 9 more minutes too for the prediction, like 9 or 10 more
Yeah.
minutes. So
That's,
if you can get people interested, then you know.
I wish there was a way you could keep the prediction open until like 2 hack nodes or 2 green nodes and then close it. Manual close.
I like the rate of pace we're going at this game though.
Yeah.
Not rate of pace, but like the pace that we're going. It's like already node 3.
Now we've been
And-
20
and they
minutes.
haven't
We're on
passed.
node 3.
Yeah, I know, 20 minutes and we're on node 3. It's kind of wild.
It's
Usually
what happened
they'd
with
still be
last night's
passing node
game
1.
too. Like last night's game went pretty fast until node 3, node 4.
I watched the VOD of that earlier.
That was a hell of a game.
That game was scuffed.
Oh yeah, like so many misplays by agents. It was disgusting to watch, and I hated that I saw all the answers. Like it was gross. I hated it because like I can't believe nobody saw Harry being sus as fuck in chat. Like he was loving it when PETA called Zori a hacker, and he was like, "Wow, get sus, Zori, lol." It's like, bro, no agent talks like that. Why is nobody sussing him for this? Then Francis just sitting back doing nothing, getting in every fucking prop. Doesn't even have to say anything. It was the easiest cruise control for hackers.
Lex reckons that pace should be filling something else on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, filling something else instead of filling for this game.
True.
Hey Phil, do you wanna shell on in the Discord server?
I
Oh.
already
Oh.
pinged at registered.
Kane's one. Shell in there.
Okay. I don't have
Shell,
an ad.
shell in everyone who's playing. Shell in Kane's Discord. It's like self-shilling in that Discord. I would do it, but I've kind of already put something there. You can be our special guest referee. You're a mod. You technically should be moderating this game.
What game, bro? I'm
Exactly.
just watching some people pass for fun.
We're getting proposals though. Look at this. This is node
People
3.
do-
It's 205.
People are here to hack nodes. I thought this was just Passing Simulator 2021.
I'm telling you, we have to do a tournament where passings, the hammer's turned off. It'll be the passing tournament. It'll be amazing. And the best part
we
is
have
there's only one game per month of it.
I
Take
hope
it.
you have a whole free day because you're gonna probably need
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's gonna be like a 4-hour event.
Kane, I'm either gonna lose all of my channel points here, or it's such just. Why
Like,
did
does
you
it
just-
actually like double it or anything for you if nobody predicts against you?
I don't think
No.
it's 1-to-1 if I win.
You can cancel it if there's no one betting again.
So I'll just get it all back. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can just refund it. Or I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they would just go into. I don't know if they go into the void or not because everyone just cancels it. There's no
Yeah.
betting.
Yeah, if it's canceled, everybody just gets redistributed.
Oh, that's when that's when Asoy puts in one channel point on the other side to make sure I lose if I lose.
Ooh.
Easiest 610 points of my life. Actually, why would I want to bet that Agents are going to win this game? Agents are going to win this game.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
History tells us that Agents don't win this game unless there's a double hack node for.
Carl claiming he is confirmed.
How is he claiming he's confirmed?
Oh, he's
I don't-
confirmed.
Yeah, he's
There was
not
some logic
confirmed.
earlier
He's
on.
confirmed,
He is.
which might be like he thinks he's confirmed, but he hasn't been proven confirmed yet. You're not a real player, AI prop. What? Who's Kurt talking to?
I don't know, but it seems like someone said something that if you use Carl's logic, it confirms them somehow. But I don't know what was said.
If left
No,
side is
Rachel's-
hacked, then
Rachel's
Carl is
running through.
hacker. Let's go.
If left side is hacked, then Carl is hacker.
I reject your reality and substitute my own. I like Carl a lot, man.
What is going on here? Kurt is actually like the person I aspire to be. Just start pre-accepting, don't want these games to go too long.
You're telling me
let it
that Kurt is pushing 3 of 5, leaving Hammer on Hannah, who wasn't in the.
Yeah, and he's
But
saying
technically they
left
sh- they
side's
shouldn't like
clean.
each other. Not quite
Like,
sure.
left side, that prop's hacked. We know it because of our POV and Gabriel being agent, you know? So, that's not good.
Hey, I said that Gabriel was a hacker in top 3. What do you mean? We established this from Node 2. I can't believe Rachel didn't put top 3 for Node 2 because it was so much better.
Well, Gabriel's definitely gonna pass off Hannah the way he's been speaking.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He really shouldn't though. The onus was on Kurt, and Kurt like put it in, so Hannah has to stay Hannah. So, yeah, if I'm Gabriel, I'm not passing.
Wait, why would you want it on
Why
Kurt?
would you say that?
Kurt doesn't like you.
Kurt just left it on Hannah.
Yeah, like
Why
Kurt
are
straight
you
up said he
covering
wants Kurt, Rachel, Carl.
Now I definitely want top 3.
Yeah, Gabriel seems like he's definitely trying to sheep Kurt. But he's an agent, so how could that be
That's
possible?
not even. I don't think that's even a sheep. That's just like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't see any reason for Kurt to have it though, even though Rachel likes Kurt. And
Yes.
Kurt loves Rachel.
Carl's got the
I don't see why.
answer. Rachel asks who is
I don't
everyone's
see why
number one
anyone should
agent.
like Kurt.
Carl says himself.
Hannah's stating the obvious there. So you're telling me that Carl is sheeping Kurt. Apparently we as Gabriel are sheeping Kurt. So therefore it's Carl Gabriel. And Node 2 is a double. So therefore Hannah Kurt should be the one. Oh no, and then we're back to this.
So Gabriel thinks Hannah and Rachel are the hackers.
This game is messy.
Yeah, this game is pretty scuffy.
Carl wants to go with Kurt. And he's made no.
I feel like that's how
Oh,
you
Rachel.
know, like, all the nodes are gonna get fucking compromised when everybody has
I-
different things
I-
like that.
I feel like this game is slightly too messy. And
Rachel seems to be using the I'm so unsure of myself, so I must be agent strat. Nice to
this
see.
game is too messy for this Node 3 to be hacked, so I'm pretty sure this Node 3 doesn't go red. It goes green.
I don't see
Yeah,
any
no
doubt
full
about
vision.
me being an agent anymore. Before, he doubted himself, but now he is an agent.
We apparently we as Gabriel want bottom Node 4.
Carl has hammer.
I'd be very surprised if he doesn't put Kurt.
Yeah.
He's been talking.
If
to
he
Kurt
doesn't
all
put
the
Kurt, then he's just been
Something is seriously-
lying about what he wants.
Mhm. Carl is confused as to why he has hammer. I mean, it wasn't that difficult. It's like a selection of 4 people who just don't want hammer.
This is wild. 25 minutes in, we're already on Node 3 Hammer.
Yeah.
Records are being broken. What is this prop? Everyone went from
just
disliking
blind
Kurt Node
idiots.
2 to loving him.
Oh, this is
I'm not
like the
quite sure.
easiest hack right here.
Oh, there's too much confusion. If you hack here, it makes the game a lot simpler for the agent. I'm
Yeah.
technically not a fan of hacking.
Blocker? Question mark?
Seemingly,
But, like,
Gabriel doesn't like
If
Hannah.
Carl's a
Hannah likes
hacker, you
Carl.
definitely have to hack here, I think. Or is that too obvious in Carl's shoes?
I think it makes agents a lot easier if you. Yeah, there we go. Because now everyone's still a bit.
I don't even know
unlearned.
how this game works anymore, Jesus.
Lex says that's what you kind of have to do after a proposal is hacked, Phil.
Carl asks, would you hack that? Tell me honestly. Honestly? If I'm a hacker there, and I see that all people don't like each other, I'm not hacking. As much as an alpha as I am, I would actually take this seriously and actually think about logically.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it is better just to beta Node 3.
So what
Just
goes
because it
for
would
Node
give
4?
too much info out there.
Yeah, I think hacking that Node 3 makes it more easier, because then Gabriel and Hannah might actually like each other, which could be bad if Rachel hacked Node 2.
You have 20 seconds until the prediction ends, Phil. I don't think anybody's gonna bet against it.
This is messed up, man.
It's really sad.
I demand justice.
It's really, really sad.
Oh, at least we know that.
Oh,
Phil
here.
wants
I
to
can
happens
I can demod you.
And the prediction. Oh, someone's.
How do you demod
Oh, we have-
again? I don't even
we
remember.
have-
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't demod him.
Well, just
we
until he
have-
can
we
bet,
have-
and then I can remod
We
him.
have 11 whole points on
Well, we can't predict
against-
anymore.
I can redo it if he wants to.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how is there one? How is there one?
Lex,
We have a vote against. It's
you'll lose your 20k to your 22k. Don't do it.
no, we have 10. Oh no, 11. Sorry, 11 are voting that agents win this game. I want to say it's I go 11.
Wait, is there a straw pull up or something?
You have a better. Look at that.
No, that was wait, where?
Look at this.
Oh,
have-
I
Wait,
canceled the
It went
prediction.
away.
I
Oh,
canceled the
my
prediction. I'm gonna set it for 5
It
minutes.
was me. I think. 11
Set your predictions, Lex. You can bid. You can predict, Lex, with all your points to crush Phil.
Everyone's gonna go all in with hackers.
Well, I mean, the whole point was so then that doesn't happen. But I mean, if it does, then yeah, you
mean,
get fucked again. So
Are,
You
are
played
agents
yourself
winning?
then.
Oh, we look at this. Agents are currently 2-1 up. All they have to do is get one more. Hackers required to.
oh, and
How
I
do you
didn't see
put
that in
one
chat, but I like that's
Why the
crazy
whole
in chat.
channel?
They're saying if Rachel's a hacker, who's her partner? Kurt says Hannah, and Carl's
Mikey is
agreeing.
lurking.
Thank you for the.
Mikey's
Thank
got
you
to reach
whoever did the
one
one
whole
channel
point.
point.
One
That's a
channel
win-
point.
one
Let's
channel-
go.
One whole channel point.
Let's go.
The returns for the agents winning though are crazy.
Oh yeah. But I mean, the odds of them winning are equally crazy.
Oh, we have
11.
an extra 10. There we go.
Oh.
Everybody realizes now, like,
everyone's-
you can't vote yes to will agents win because, like, agents are only winning if hackers fuck up protocol. There we go. We got the bet.
Oh my
we got the
God.
bet. 20k on yes.
Lex, you're wild.
Lex is
Jesus
just throwing
Christ.
his points away.
That's. I mean, I had faith.
He's still
in the
throwing his
hackers.
points at it.
I had faith
All
in
of
the
his
hackers.
points are now just there. He's
Don't worry.
going
If I
up in
win,
increments.
if I win your 22k, I'll
Hold them.
I'll bet it all again.
Next time. I don't know. Can I mod him again right now, or should I wait until after the prediction?
I'd wait till after.
Nah, you probably have to wait. Till
It's not a waste, Lex.
How will you ever get those 20k points back?
Yeah,
By watching
I don't,
more of this
I don't
stream,
really
of course.
stream.
Yeah,
so.
by predicting more.
Wow, not only am I gonna get 22k channel points, but I'm also getting Lex unmodded. This is crazy.
Does this mean I can
Temporary.
type that? Ban Alexa. Oh my god, there's a top 3 prop by Hannah. If only you would have done this note too, you might have had a better chance. We as Gabriel do not like this. This is an info block. Oh, this is the new PogChamp. I was wondering what the heck that's in.
Yeah, hype Komodo hype. They did a vote and it won by a landslide.
The snake, eh? Snake Pog.
It's not a snake, it's a Komodo. Komodo
How
dragon.
is that a Komodo?
Because it's a Komodo dragon doing that. And like the emote used to be like hype Komodo or Komodo hype. I forget how it was written because I never used it. But it's now the PogChamp.
For the day.
Yeah, the Scalies wanted it.
The reptilian overlords decreed that we would get this PogChamp.
Gabriel getting some tight reads going. I don't know about that one, Rachel.
Pokemon is a reptilian.
If I was Gabriel, I'd just want to go in with Note 3 at this point. Which I think is what he's leaning to.
I'm not gonna play that. That would be bad.
Pokemon
I
is a
don't like
reptilian.
any of these props.
Pokemon wishes she was a reptilian.
If I'm Rachel, why am I not entertaining the thought of putting Hannah and Kurt for Note 4?
Yeah, Rachel doesn't really think about that one at all.
I'm not really sure why I.
Bottom 3 was never viable, Carl says. Kurt disagrees.
Top 3 was more viable than anything for Note 2, and yet we didn't get it, so.
Yeah, I agree. Although at the time everyone was proposing Rachel and Gabriel plus themselves except for Kurt and Rachel, I guess. So it's interesting.
Note 3 is slightly squirrely as to how Hammer eventuated.
Gabriel wants
I-
bottom.
I don't like bottom.
So
The only way I like bottom is right.
Gabriel thinks No 2 is a double, which Carl's now bringing attention to. I like that. Because if you do bottom, that implies double No 2.
Yeah, but why would you think that after Note 3? It's only if you think that Note 2, you don't pass away from Hannah Note 3.
Kurt, I'm carrying this game. Yeah, that's what Kurt thinks.
I
Honestly, I
seriously,
think if anyone's carrying this game, I think it's Rachel. She's playing really well.
I think we have hacker point of view because I don't see why, depending on who Hannah was going to go with Note 3, and Carl was going to go with Kurt, I don't see why we would pass away from Hannah unless we're hacking. So I think this is hacker point of view.
Definitely
I
could
mean,
be. Gabriel seems to
it
have
does
died
make
out
sense
compared to
because
his
of
Node 1.
his last prop there. Like
I
that's definitely a
also- I
hacker
also-
prop if I ever seen one.
I don't like how we've played this game as an agent, so I'm leaning towards us not being an agent.
we've been hacked.
Yeah, I'm losing faith in our credibility as an agent.
I mean, it makes sense because we are Pace. Remember, Pace loves to
Yeah,
throw.
we are. We, you know,
So
if
it
there was a
could just be an
predictor for those
agent
days, no.
thrower, is what we're seeing here, which is read as a hacker.
Oh my god, he could have thrown Node 3 by passing away from Hannah, so he could still clutch from Node 5. Yes, my prediction's still going.
Rachel and Hannah have gone through a line of questioning, and I think Hannah really likes Rachel after it. And I think Rachel responded to all of Hannah's questions really well. I'm not going to give any examples, but that's what happened.
You telling me that Rachel's going to get node 4 hammer? when proposing
I
the
am.
tax node 2?
Do I see a world where Carl passes to Kurt, the person he secured node 3 with?
I
Maybe.
mean, I'd rather do that over giving it to Rachel, who's a 50-50 from Node 2. If you're an agent, that's a smart play.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
he's
I guess
definitely
that's what
passing
we'll see, yeah.
too.
The problem with Rachel is that Rachel wants to take top left row.
Yeah.
So
I don't
Carl
think
and
Rachel can pass off Kurt, right? I don't think Kurt's propping Gabriel, which is unfortunate for him.
Trouble is, we know what people want. Rachel wants node 3 plus Rachel.
That's true, yeah. We know what people want, but what's right?
Hannah wants top. Rachel wants top, left top, and Gabriel wants bottom. So it's between the two people who are in node 3. To
Has
actually
Rachel swapped her
decide
prop
who's
from top
what we
left to taking out Kurt and putting in Hannah?
What's Kurt going on? You are not real. You are fake players. There's no way. You're real? What is going on? Kurt's having a malfunction. Somebody needs to give him a battery.
Yeah, I think if
Rachel's
top is
wrong. Rachel can't do anything.
Like,
She has
Kurt
to
was
top.
dead in the water, and then all of a sudden he's
if
stopped
top is
about
right,
this.
then the way Kurt's reacting and the way Gabriel isn't reacting makes it seem like well, that was if you think top is the right prop. you should
Wow,
pass
that was
then.
actually a pass.
Wait,
And
why would you
Hammer's just on
propose this and give it to
Gabriel.
Gabriel? Why?
Gabriel just has hammer.
Why would you ever propose this?
I don't see okay. I think multiple misplays just happened. Rachel should never have passed if she likes top. And I can understand why she likes top because what Hannah and like the conversation Hannah and Rachel had was really good in my opinion. But I don't know what Kurt is doing, complaining about top so much, making it seem like top is right, and then leaving hammer on the person who people think he's hackers with. Like, there's no good side to
Rachel
this.
is an agent. Oh,
Yeah, you saw what Lex said. He said Rachel's hacker.
this is
Yeah.
OP, apparently.
It just
They
seems like
got a
Kurt-
review that came out because Kurt is having an episode.
yeah, I was gonna say Kurt seems to be having. He seems to be.
The pressure's getting to him. The pressure is
yeah,
getting to him.
he seems to be feeling pressured. Right
Yeah,
now, I
he
don't-
feels like if this doesn't go through, we lose. So I don't know about that one,
Yeah.
Chief. Rachel
Yeah,
agrees
and,
with
okay,
him.
and somehow Gabriel gets hammer off of this.
Yeah, which is wild. I don't think Gabriel
I-
ever deserved
I
hammer
don't
here.
I think
understand how this is.
He did not
this
earn
is
this.
wild. This is actually wild.
This is actually somewhat just confusing.
Yeah, what happened? What happened to bottom, Gabriel? I mean, once Carl showed this, though, I could see why you'd switch.
I'm gonna need that block over here for a moment.
Oh yeah, I'm on it. I'm just waiting. Well, everybody says it's gonna get hacked. This is double.
There he is. He appears on the screen.
And this is so this is the point where Gabriel starts saying stuff like poor play is
Poor play gets
rewarded or
rewarded.
something.
So true.
And somehow he manages to get hammer off.
Yikes. Should have just gone
that
bottom,
was-
Gabriel.
That
Your
was-
original
that was
prop.
the least.
Yeah, I don't see a situation from Gabriel's point of view where both Kurt and Carl are agents. From his POV, I think one of them has to be a hacker.
Kurt is agreeing with the bottom now.
Is he actually?
You're telling me
Yeah,
that-
he's
you're te-
he said it.
Kurt's committing bottom, which
Yeah.
I presume makes him.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm about to win 22K. That's for sure. I don't think anyone in this game is propping right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I don't think anybody sees the right combo.
I'm just so confused.
I don't think
Like,
bottom's it, so
I don't think bottom.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
Kurt
see.
has to be a hacker in our POV here.
Yeah, from Gabriel's POV, I think Kurt just has to be a hacker.
Yeah.
But that means the node 2 props were right. either Hannah, Rachel, Gabriel, or Carl, Rachel, Gabriel.
I think Carl. I think right side is what you would do in Gabriel's POV.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless
Like,
it's right side.
You do
unless
right
it's
side here, I think.
No, but actually for Node 4, Rachel passes off Kurt. I don't see a world where they do that as hackers together. I think Rachel would just stay consistent with her top left prop, leave him on her hacker buddy Kurt.
But everybody's
don't
always
think right
scared
side-
of doing that when their hacker partner's next door, dude.
I
It's a
really
common
think-
theme in scrims and in these tournament games. They're too afraid of getting caught by doing that, so they always pass hammer off their partner. Like,
No,
it's
I
insane.
think I think what happened really makes Rachel agent. Like, from our POV, Rachel just seems like the biggest agent there is. Because if they were hacker, why would they pass off their hacker buddy? I know there's like the theme of being too scared or whatever, but like her prop was totally acceptable and like a good reason for her to leave hammer on her hacker buddy. Like she was for all of node 4, she was propping top
Yeah.
left, and then at the very end she swaps to top and passes off her hacker buddy. That just doesn't make sense. So I don't think right side is right.
I don't think left side is hacker.
Left side is in Rachel, Kurt, Gabriel, or Rachel, Kurt, Carl.
Rachel Kurt aren't hackers together.
Oh, okay.
I seriously don't. They
Yeah, I don't think they're. They might not be agents together, but I don't think they're hackers together at all.
I can see it being Gabriel Carl. And
Yeah,
Node,
possible.
and N3 was very subtle to sway Carl into being the agent that everyone saw.
Like node 3 of Carl propping Kurt and then securing.
Well, no, just him ending up with Hammer, which is why I think he was rather surprised he actually got it in the first place.
Honestly, for some reason in this lobby, I don't think who gets hammer is a good determination of what's going on here. Because
Well, I really don't understand
Gabriel
why
got hammer.
we as Gabriel pass away from Hannah then, if Kurt leaves it on Hannah. I just don't understand that whole like thing that led up to Carl getting Hammer through.
Yikes. Yeah, it says I'm literally in 0 nodes. Kurt says good.
I don't think Hannah has been playing poorly enough to not get in any nodes.
But
Like, I think they
the
should be at
problem
least
is that the only person I see Hannah being hackled with is Gabriel. I don't see Rachel, Kurt, Gabriel ever being propped at all, ever.
I mean, see,
Now
like,
Gabriel wants inside.
what everybody in this game needs to ask themselves is Gabriel or Carl one hacker? And if not, did we see both hackers? Because
did we see
nobody's
both
really
hackers
like
for
doing
sure?
that at all. Because Carl and Gabriel were in both compromised nodes, so like there's a big chance that one of them is a hacker. But nobody's ever
Yeah, it makes
looking at that. Nobody's ever looking at that, and that's
But
something
then
that's
I mean-
like so crucial to like figure out. Because either you saw both hackers get in each node and hack, Rachel hacking into, Kurt hacking in 4, or Carl / Gabriel just hack both nodes, and who knows if either of them are double or what. And like it's potential that neither of them are double, and Hannah's like the partner.
Honestly, I think if I am Gabriel in this POV as agent, I would be propping Rachel, Hannah, and Gabriel like 100% of the time.
What, N3 is double?
And 3 double, that'd be gross.
I'm pretty sure Rachel sees either top or Kurt Hannah. I'm pretty sure those are the only two props that Rachel can possibly contemplate. Is either Carl Hannah Rachel or Kurt Hannah Rachel. Those are the only two things I would see from Rachel's point of view. I see Gabriel as hacker, and I see either one of the two is double. I see Hannah as agent. If Rachel is hacker,
Hannah has to be an agent if Rachel's hacker, Gabriel.
I get what you're saying, Asa. Actually, I'm saying my props from the POV of Gabriel as agent, but
yeah.
yeah, I like what you're seeing from Rachel too.
Yeah, I'm saying if I'm Rachel right now, I dislike Gabriel immensely. Somewhere in 2 or 4 as a double, Hannah
Does
is an
Gabriel
Asian.
prop? He does. He is committing right side.
Do we know what Carl's propping? Assuming he even gets
No, but like, yeah, Carl doesn't like the pressure. I don't blame him.
Oh, that probably makes
This is
Carl
a lot
J-Lo.
of pressure, to be honest.
Oh yeah, like.
But what Hannah can do, I don't know how ballsy Hannah wants to get, but she can just start passing to see if hackers are beside each other and like confirm that it's not.
That is the most big balls move ever, though. Because if
Sometimes-
hackers are next to
sometimes
each
if you're
other, you're
desperate, though.
fucked. Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes if you're desperate,
Yeah, when you're
it can
desperate,
help
definitely.
to eliminate some combinations.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely a good risk, because it's a
But-
high risk, high reward play.
That's true. That like from
But
the
I
from
mean,
the
the
POV
only
of
thing,
England.
the only problem you run into is that if you don't think it's Rachel Kurt, it's not looking like Hannah Carl, but it can be Carl Rachel. Like
Yeah,
Carl
that's,
Rachel
that's a good read that
sort of-
Lex has there.
I think I don't actually. Carl and Rachel would both have to be playing the game of their the game of their life if it's the two of them. In my opinion, I think one of them is an agent for sure.
Yeah, I like
They've just both been playing well.
what Lex says there. If Carl believes Gabriel is hacker, then he should also believe the top has a hacker in it and change his prop accordingly. And yeah, he should. That's a good
If
read.
it is, if Kurt Gabriel are hackers, I don't like Note 4, including. Kurt.
Has Top ever? No, Top hasn't been prop before.
So I've wanted
They've been
top
pushing
since
it
Note
only
2.
in Note 4 though. Like they briefly
Yeah.
mentioned it in Note 2, but like it was really popular in Note 4.
And then somehow
Yeah.
they managed to let Hammer be on the bottom.
And it's kind of funny because this mirrors yesterday's game where people were talking about top briefly for Note 2 and ignored it, and then came back to it later, and it
I
ended
have
up
wanted.
not
wanted
being
Note-
right.
I've wanted top since Note 2. Note 2, I wanted
Like,
top.
yeah, like same thing happened last game. Like everybody wanted top, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, there's some things that just like, in my opinion, there's just some props that need to be done. Even
Yeah,
if they're not right, like Top.
they
in
give
my
you
opinion, in
a
this
lot
game,
more to
had to
work
have
with.
that.
Top would have given off so much more info.
Yeah.
It would have changed the entire course of the game, though. In my
Yep.
opinion.
Oh, definitely. Jesus, everybody's trying to pressure Carl. This
Oh,
is
okay.
insane.
Oh, okay. So Hannah passed. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hannah passed off
So
Carl.
we're about to. So assuming,
If Rachel Kurt are hackers, it's GG.
yeah, if
Whatever
Rachel Kurt
Carl
are
does
hackers,
here, unless they push right through.
yeah.
But like, if I lose to Rachel Kurt, then I wonder what the heck my game plan was for Note 4.
Yeah, if Rachel, I just don't see a world where Gabriel's prop is right.
Carl
And is it
says
GG?
top. Fuck this
Carl
game,
likes-
Carl says. I'm crying.
Okay, Kurt calls GG.
GG, Kurt, Rachel.
Gabriel, Kurt are hackers. Okay, so Rachel's committed actually. So
Putting the
So Kurt was
pressure
trying to-
back on him.
yeah, okay, so Kurt just gets hammer.
Hannah's accepting.
Now, what do you think Gabriel's play here is?
If Gabriel's a hacker, he needs to accept this.
Oh, and
Is he?
okay.
Is he listening, bro? Chill.
this is a play for sure.
Yeah, no,
This is a
like,
play.
I
Okay,
mean,
maybe he was just baiting us. Maybe he
yeah,
was just baiting
he
us.
was. But I mean, if you're a hacker in this position and you see like two people being like, "Yeah, we're accepting this," you have to push it through. I don't give a fuck, because like, if it's hacker GG, you have to push it through, and nobody ever does because they're always so
Yeah, like,
scared
I
of
think-
risking outing themselves. But like,
Yeah,
if you
if
see
you
two
see Hannah-
players being like, "I'm accepting this," like it might be a bait,
yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
you gotta
Oh,
this game,
we're
honestly,
hacker. We've just been confirmed
honestly-
hacker. That's great.
At this point in the game, I don't think.
see, you push it through. You push it through like a fucking legend. Let's go.
Good shit.
That's how you do it. You
Let's
push it
go.
through. You push it
Let's
through
go.
because you're a
Oh
hacker.
I was hoping,
You
I was
push it
hoping
through,
he'd do that.
baby.
I was hoping he'd do that.
You push it
Let's
through like
go.
that pace. Good
Let's
shit, dude.
go.
Let's
Wow.
Give
go.
me
That's
my
how you do it.
channel
You
points.
push it through.
Give me my channel points, please.
Wow.
Dude, Pace, I was hoping you'd accept that.
Oh,
As soon
dude,
as
you
I
needed
saw-
to.
As
You
soon as I saw Hannah
needed
say
to.
they were accepting, I was hoping you'd accept that.
Pace through Note 2 and 3 and then 1 Note 5. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Let's go.
How
All
in
right,
the
Lex.
fuck?
Thanks for spending all your
What the fuck
points.
just happened
Phil,
to me?
congrats. You are now rich in channel points. That was a
Casey
hell of a
just got me
ride.
16k channel points.
Oh man, Kurt. Oh, I feel bad for Kurt because he was raging so hard that game nobody cared.
Yo, who the hell? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
That note 4 was pretty
That
dirty.
was crazy.
That was wild.
Wow.
Yeah, Z was pretty toxic there, but I mean, he had rights to be, I think, because like shit was not working.
Was anyone propping right though?
No, nobody had right, but
Yeah,
Kurt
I
was
was gonna
claiming
say, I
that
don't
he
think anyone
had the
propped
right
right that
prop, but I
second.
don't think he did.
No,
Because he
propping
just said
Rachel.
Hannah wasn't in my
Yeah.
node, so...
He was propping Rachel regardless. I think he was
Yeah,
propping
like-
Kurt, Rachel, Carl.
Oh
Thank you,
man.
Chris, you did well.
The N2
Oh, yeah.
double was so perfect. Having an N2 double
Yeah.
is like
Oh my
winning for
God.
hackers. And nobody calls a double on it, except for Pace, who like briefly mentions it could be.